Hey, you guys, my name is Caroline Lee. I'm a diamond with doTERRA. And as you know, it is the new year. It's 2018. And a lot of us are making new goals for the year. And I was just kind of reflecting about kind of what makes me not accomplish a goal and how can I make that change and actually accomplish the goal that I want to do for 2018. And what are some in those indicators that we see um, that stop us from achieving our goals? And maybe what are some tools we can use to be able to accomplish it and push through those things that may stop us from achieving what we wanted to have happen? So I just really want to talk about when we first set up a goal, I want you to remember that we need to remember why we set a goal. Like what was the purpose in setting that particular goal? Sometimes that can be a really big catalyst in pushing you forward to actually accomplishing the goal is to remember why you were doing it. So I think that's really important to do it. And then number two, I think you need to make a SMART goal, which means let's see, is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it achievable, realistic? And do you have enough time to complete the goal? So that's what a SMART goal is. So just make sure when you're making your goals for this year that you look at that kind of thing. Is it realistic? Do I have enough time to do it? Am I specific enough in achieving it? And even can I break it down into smaller goals so that I can achieve that goal? Now, number three, you want to find a mentor or an accountability partner. Oftentimes, if we have a goal and we never tell anybody what that goal is, chances are you're gonna have those excuses come up, and you're not gonna have anybody kind of keeping you accountable and moving forward, and keeping it like I'm gonna do this. So I really suggest that you find somebody that you can trust and let somebody know what it is your goal is. Write it down, have it on your fridge, have it in your car, some places where you're going to see it and you're going to be reminded often. And then you have somebody that's going to help with you all overcome those blocks and the things that you're experiencing, so that you can actually achieve the goal. Because what I found when I have a goal, that my subconscious wants to keep me safe. And we have a culture where we say things like, oh, this is going to kill me, or oh, I'm going to die if this doesn't happen, or it's so cold, I'm dying here, those kind of phrases. And so we are obsessed with this idea of dying, and our subconscious doesn't know that it's a ridiculous thought or a ridiculous thing. It is in self-preservation. And so when we are trying to change things and when we're trying to move forward, oftentimes our subconscious is going to try to stop us. It's going to try to think, try to keep us in our comfort zone and not make us have to shift and grow and evolve. And so oftentimes how many times have you gone to, had a weight loss goal, and it's that, next day and you're like, I'm too tired to go to the gym. Okay, so that's the subconscious mind that's thwarting your goal. And so you want to make sure that you have an accountability partner that's going to help you overcome some of that. We're talking about how essential oils can help with that as well. But you really want to keep an eye on making sure that you have somebody to keep you accountable. So when you don't want to do it, that you can still do it. So I do that with my husband a lot with running. We've been busy training for a half marathon, and so he's been keeping me accountable when I need to run, because I'll wake up in the morning and that's not the first thing I want to go do. And he'll always ask me, are you going to go do it? And so that just is a little bit to kind of trump some of that negativity in my mind, or the thoughts of, not being able to achieve it, or the doubts that I have. The next thing is, the last thing I want to talk about is believing yourself. Sometimes we have that stuff that comes in and says that we can't do it. And sometimes we just need to remember and have that belief in ourselves. And so I do a lot of writing out statements of things that I can do. They're called gratitude statements. And so whenever I have that negative thought, I want to flip it around and actually put up some positive note on it. And so that When I'm writing, I'm seeing it as coming from me. I say it out loud so I hear it and I can see it. Um, and I can feel it, like when I say it. And so I start believing that. So it's just one of the tools that I've used to believe in myself that, I don't consider myself necessarily the fastest runner out there, but I do know that I'm an athlete. I do. I exercise, I run, I work out. And I've utilized this gratitude statement to help me in believing in myself. Now, I mentioned before that there are some essential oils that actually can help you with your goals. And I'm going to cover a few of them here. Excuse me. So I'm going to cover the very first one is balance. Okay. Balance delivers a sense of balance and tranquility, if I could say that right, to your mind and to your body. If you've never smelt balance, it's amazing. It's very grounding. There's a lot of wood oils. Let's see, there's fractionated coconut oil, spruce, hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, and blue chamomile. And this just has been super helpful when I need maybe have some anxiousness that I'm experiencing, and I need to kind of just feel a little bit centered and safe. This is an oil that I would apply to, oftentimes it's my heart. If I'm having negative thoughts, I'll put it on my forehead here. Sometimes it's behind my ears, but it's really, really helped me in feeling grounded. That's why it's called the grounding blend. So this is a really good one. All right, excuse me. The next one is Forgive Blend, and this helps discover the liberating action of forgiving and forgetting and moving on. So sometimes we get stuck in the past and we have a hard time being able to move forward. And so this blend, this one is in the Touch Roller Ball, but you can get it in the other 5 ml container. But this blend specifically will help you in forgiving and forgetting and moving forward. It's one of the ones that I actually use a lot because I have, I don't know, I guess I hold myself in a higher regard. And so I'm oftentimes critical of myself and critical of others. And so I need the forgive to help me. And sometimes when we're doing our goals, sometimes we don't make it that day. And our desire or our thought might be, well, I didn't do it today, so I might as well stop. I might as well quit. And sometimes we need to forgive ourselves because we're not perfect and we need to keep moving forward. So Forgiven is a great oil that you can use when trying to move forward and accomplish your goals. All right. Passion is the next one. And passion helps revive feelings of excitement, passion, and joy. So if you're working towards your goal and you're finding that maybe you're not excited to do it or you're dreading going out in the cold to run, passion's a good oil to throw on and to help you find that joy again. All right, then we have Motivate. Motivate promotes feelings of confidence, courage, and belief. And it can unleash creative powers and find the daring to try something new as you apply the oil. So this would have been great when I was in Mexico and I was trying to convince myself to jump into a cenote, which is like an underground river. And I was scared. I was like, I don't know what's in there, this would have been great to encourage me to have courage and confidence in it. So obviously when we're having trouble doing that, this is a really good oil to utilize. All right, we have Serenity. I love Serenity. You can apply 1 to 2 drops or inhale it throughout the day to help reduce worry from life's daily stressors. So sometimes those stressors can actually cause us to stop our progression and moving forward. So we want to pay attention to our stress and manage it. Okay. All right. In Tune. In Tune is a wonderful blend. This one, it gives you a sense of harmony and focus that isn't so far away. So sometimes we have a hard time focusing on our tasks that we've got going on. Sometimes putting In Tune on the back of the neck is a really good thing to do to keep us focused on what we are trying to achieve. All right, then we have a Peace. So you can inhale the peace blend. The comforting aroma of the peace actually cripples emotions like fear and worry and helps you regain your composure and face the future with reassurance and ability. So this is really good. It does just what its name does. It allows you to have a sense of peace, that you're going to be okay. So if you have that fear and worry, make sure that you're applying your peace as well. And the last one that I want to talk about is cheer, which I think is my 4-year-old's favorite oil. So this one boosts your happiness and positivity when you're feeling down. And so it's a really good essential oil to apply, especially when you find it's hard to keep on task and keep moving forward. So I hope that this has helped you out a little bit, that 2018 is going to be an unstoppable year and that you are going to do some incredible things. You're going to experience incredible things and you are going to make a difference in the world, in your life and in your family's life, and that you're going to actually achieve those 2018 New Year's resolutions. Take care.